Hey guys, John V from Phone Rainy here. You're watching our video review of the Motrr Galileo. So you're probably wondering, what is this little gizmo that we're checking out, the Galileo? It's actually a revolutionary robotic platform that works with the iPhone to achieve several things. Essentially, it can be used to take some stunning looking panoramics, some time-lapse videos, and even be used as a security cam that can be accessed remotely. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's just briefly talk about the design of the Galileo. It looks like a giant-sized pocket. It has a soft touch matte finish, and it's comprised of several different bases. So what we have here in the topmost base is the interchangeable rubber insert, so you can use it to actually hold in place the iPhone, iPhone 5S, even the iPhone 5C, and it's interchangeable. Like I said, it comes with 3 different sizes to fit your specific handset. It also features this unique tilting hinge, which enables it to actually prop up the iPhone in different angles. Not only can the top base rotate independently from everything else, but the bottom one can do it as well. There's a micro USB port on the bottom base, which is used to charge its internal battery. And finally, it features a standard 1/4 inch tripod mount on the bottom side, so you can connect it to a tripod instead of laying it flat. Now, it's worth remembering that this is the Bluetooth version of the Galileo. They do make one with a 30-pin connection for older units like the iPhone 4S, 4, 3GS, and even the 4th generation iPod Touch. But this one here is compatible to work with the iPhone 5S, 5C, 5, 4S, and the 5th generation iPod Touch. With the rubber insert in place, it's able to hold and accommodate the iPhone with no problems at all. It has a pretty firm grip as well. Overall, that's pretty much what we can talk about the design of the Galileo. It's just nice. It has a soft touch finish, so it has a nice clean appearance, but it's primarily meant to hold the iPhone in place. In order to turn on the Galileo, all we have to do is just twist it like so, and you'll see the LED light turn on to indicate that it's powered on. So once it's paired up, this is basically what the Galileo is capable of doing. Seriously though, the Galileo does more than just pan and move the iPhone in place. First, you gotta download the free Galileo app through the App Store, but strangely enough, this isn't the end. It's basically a hub for other applications, so it aggregates all of the apps that are compatible to work with the Galileo. So from here, we can see what they are. Some of them are actually free, but generally speaking, most of them are paid ones. In our time using the Galileo, we strictly use the free applications, so we're going to go over some of them that we like and also explain some of the more interesting paid ones. Here are some of the samples we've taken already using the Galileo. Now this one here, we used it on a flat surface, so we didn't use a tripod for this, and you can see how it manages to stitch everything perfectly. So for landscape scenery, you're going to get some fantastic looking images. Here's another one here, the Flatiron District in New York. You could see the quality. It has a really nice stitched look, very minimal distortion. However, if you have a lot of fast moving things going on in the shots, for example, we have this indoor one here, you might see some overlap where you see some people getting cut off, or you might see duplicates of things coming into the shot. The second free application that we fell in love with is time-lapse. It's used to take some really stunning looking time-lapse videos. So here's the UI. When you first start up, you got to set the recording time. In this case, it's going to shoot for 15 minutes using the Galileo, and when the final video is going to come out to 15 seconds. You could adjust things like shutter speed too. Once you're all squared with the settings, you just press start, and from there the Galileo and the app's going to do the rest. It's going to slowly rotate as it's capturing the images necessary to actually compose and compile the final time-lapse video. Here are some of these samples that we've captured using time-lapse in the Galileo, and we got to admit, it really gives us that cinematic-like appeal with these time-lapse videos. Here's a sample that shows off the pan and tilting feature of the Galileo. Here's another one that we used to capture while we were driving the car. We just place it on the dashboard, and from there we let it start capturing the images, and it's also it's panning as it's capturing all the images. And finally, we have this video here that shows off the stunning beauty of the Galileo as it's able to actually capture the clouds moving along as it's panning as well. So those are two of the several applications that are available right now that work in conjunction with the Galileo. They support them. Those are free, but the majority of these here are actually paid ones. For example, the other one that's noteworthy here is the AirBeam application. I believe it's $4, and essentially it uses the Galileo to turn the iPhone into a real-time audio and video surveillance system, so you can use it to actually remotely pan the iPhone. In terms of pricing, you can pick up the Motrr Galileo online for $150. That's for the Bluetooth edition. They do still make a 30-pin connection one. That one you can get cheaper at $100. It definitely might sound like a costly investment, but considering all the cool things you could do, especially if you're into photography, the Galileo is definitely worth the investment. So if you guys want to learn more about the Motrr Galileo, you could check out our website, phonearena.com. It's John V. Thanks for watching.